Thought I'd just do a quick video to explain essentially this N8N which I've created, which basically gets news from Google RSS feed. It generates multiple tweets from that news, and then it sends it over to a Google Sheets document, which then stores it as a database, and then that can be sent over to you via a Telegram message for you to then approve or disapprove of a tweet, which is then updated in Google Sheets, which then in turn can be used to schedule tweets or for you to just copy over those tweets for you to upload onto X. It just makes things nice and easy, and obviously you can then also use that for any kind of tweets or any kind of Twitter page that you have, so it doesn't just have to be AI related news, it can be any kind of news, and allows you to keep up to date with it. You can generate them when you want. You can set it to schedule a generation so that every day you're getting up-to-date news, and you don't have to use it for tweets. You could just use it for your own personal news feed. Makes things nice and easy for you. So let's run through it. So starting things off, we have the first section, which is the getting the news for the tweets. It goes to this Google URL, which is just an RSS feed that Google has for their own searching for news. Then it uses certain keywords to filter through, in particular for AI news, and obviously you can change that if you want to change it. Then sends through the request, it transfers it to JSON, so then we can go through it. Basically just picks the top 30 things. This just makes it a bit easier for the LLM to handle. If you want to go for more, you can. You might just need to improve the actual model that you're using for ChatGPT. Then goes through to this generate AI tweet section. It builds the payload so that it's able to send it over in a little bit of a nicer format for the AI model to process. You can use any AI model. I'm using Azure OpenAI chat model, which is basically just ChatGPT, but it's my own instance of it that's stored on a cloud server or a cloud service called Azure, which is just Microsoft's cloud service. You could use AWS, or you can just use OpenAI's API, or use OpenRoute or whatever else. Once it processes that, it then goes through to this clean and parse JSON part, which is just more formatting stuff. It's kind of just all to make things as easy as possible. It removes any tweets which go over the max length. For some reason, the model can sometimes just start talking too much and leave things as too much of a longer length. You just don't want any errors caused if you do choose to automatically upload these to Twitter. It then goes into this third section. The third section is mainly just about validating the information, flattening it so that it can be sent over to Google Sheets, which is where it's stored, and I'll show you in a second what that looks like. Once it does that, it then gets the sheets again, just the main information that's needed, filters it once again just so that it can be sent over to your phone or your Telegram or wherever that is. I'll show you the whole process fully from start to finish just now. So here's the actual Twitter bot, which is just here. If you just send simple message, just Jen, then what it will do is it will reply with a little message to indicate that it is generating more tweets. Now it doesn't just generate more tweets, but it will also send over all tweets that haven't yet been approved or disproved. So then I'll probably get a bunch of tweets come through which I haven't necessarily approved or disproved yet, or rejected. And then obviously once you've done that, it will update the Google Sheets with that. It can take quite a while because obviously it's generating a lot of tweets, or at least it's trying to get a lot of information through. The main thing that takes the longest is the model itself. So if you choose to have a faster model and it's important that you're able to do this really quickly, then you can do that instead if you would like. So we can now see all of these tweets that have come through. They come through with just little buttons underneath which allow you to approve. There's quite a lot here. It didn't actually take too long. As soon as I stopped the video, they all came through. But basically, yeah, so if we take this one at the bottom, so some of these are going to be ones that are more just updated. So if we take a look at John Whelan raised an important question: could the use regulation tendencies stifle AI innovation? You say, do I want to have this one? You might say, yeah, approve it. It loads, it comes with a loading bar once it's processed, and then it tells you that it's been approved to confirm it. Then if you go over to the actual template here, this one here, John Whelan, you can see that it's been approved. It's a pretty simple process, but it can obviously be quite handy if you want to choose to go from there, and then automatically approve them. Disapprove them means you can then go through and see which tweets you have approved, or even if you share it with someone else, they can see which tweets they would want to upload for them. Gives a lot of options.